What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Recoil Waterfowl video. We got my boy Kenton Bottoms with us. We're going to be doing a pattern test video. Let me flip the screen around and show you what we're working with. Alright, so today we have Federal Premium Black Cloud number 2 shot 3-inch. That's pretty general purpose round for me. That's a go-to for me. I'm going to be shooting it out of the old Franke Affinity 3.5. We got a pattern master. I got another choke we're going to pattern as well. Next, we got the old Boss 410. That should be a wood duck teal timber mallard killer. We're going to be shooting it out of the old TriStar 410, a Walmart special, but hey, she shoots great. Next, we got the Boss 20 gauge.
3.5 duplex. I'm so excited about this load. It should be a do-all load. I should be able to smash ducks, kill geese out to a decent distance with the old 20 gauge. This is what I've been waiting for. And then to finish it up, we've got the old 20 gauge 3-inch 7/8 ounce 2-shot Federal blue box. And this stuff, this used to be my old go-to. We're gonna shoot it out of this beauty right here, the old Stoker 3020. I actually won this at a Ducks Unlimited banquet a couple years ago. I know, I get lucky sometimes. And I've got a couple of different chokes to try out in it. So we're gonna see if the Boss is any improvement over the old school steel Federal shot. So let's see what happens. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off with this 410 3-inch 7-shot, 25 yards. We're shooting this out of the old Walmart special TriStar. I think it's called a Cobra 2. Cheap little pump gun, should get the job done. But let's throw a pattern. This is this choke says that it is a modified, but I mic'd it out and it definitely is a full choke, 0.395. So we're gonna see if it throws a decent pattern with this Boss shot. Let's see what it does.
It hit hard.
It did. That's a hammer for a 410. Let's walk up here and see what she did. Oh my God. A little low, but I'm not mad about it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Everybody, check this.
So I aimed about right here, so my pattern is a little bit low, which we can take care of that. That's not too bad. But look at the density on him. This is a 20-inch circle, and that's a 410 at 25 yards. A duck's not flying through this. This is the bulk of the pattern. A duck's not going to fly through that. That's a solid pattern for a 410. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Boss is onto something.
All right, we got Boss 7-shot 3-inch shell. We're gonna be shooting out of a true modified choke, 25 yards. Let's see what it does. All right, let's go see what it did. Honestly, that pattern.
Oh
So
my
good.
God. Dude.
Like, I am all about, I mean, we got freaking 5 pellets in the little bitty black dot.
Oh my God.
I am super impressed with that. I don't have anything to say, but Boss rocks. I mean, that is some awesome stuff.
Dude. A little bit of gaps in the pattern, but still, that's a dead wood duck probably all day.
Oh,
Mallard, definitely not flying through that.
no.
Pretty impressive stuff from Boss.
I will be shooting Boss out of a 410.
Alright guys, so now we're going to try the 410 Boss number 7 shot. We're going to shoot this out of a Carlson's TSS turkey choke just to see how it patterns. I've always heard that Boss likes it tight, so let's see what happens. Let's go check it out. Holy moly. Might be too tight. Honestly, it's not that bad.
No.
But I think we had a more even pattern with the factory choke than we did with the turkey choke. So I say this year, I'm probably going to stick with the old factory choke, and that's what we'll be chasing ducks with this year out of the 410. But still, you can kill it. You're going to kill stuff with that. You're going to definitely kill with that. So
absolutely.
I'm impressed, dude. I'm impressed. And another thing, every one of these shots flies straight through the piece of plywood. I mean, they're just exiting the back. They're flying straight through the plywood. I mean, look at that. It's carnage. That is pure carnage. So I'm going to tell you right now, look at this. Found a wad. There's a 410 wad. But this is going to be pure carnage on ducks. I just 100% I know it is. So it's going to be awesome.
Hey, I'll give it to Boss Shot Shells. They sold me so far on just a 410. I ain't even shot their 12 gauge. We ain't shot their 20 gauge yet, so I'm pretty impressed with Boss. I think Kenton's impressed with Boss.
Definitely impressed with Boss.
So we might have to make a little room for some Boss for the rest of the duck season. I don't know. We'll figure some things out through the rest of this video. All right, we got Federal Premium Black Cloud 3-inch number 2 shot. Gonna be shooting it out of a Pattern Master duck, Code Black, Bronchi Affinity 3.5. Let's see what she does.
30 yards.
30 yards, yeah. Definitely kicks a lot more than a 410. It's game over for a duck or a goose. I'm not gonna lie. That pattern's so good.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah, dude. Look at that. Yeah, that's definitely a dead bird. For sure, all day.
And I love 2-shot for ducks and geese. We shoot a lot of big geese around here, Central Kentucky. 2-shot does it for ducks or geese. I love it. So I think we're gonna be killing them this year, that's for sure. All right, we got Federal Premium Black Cloud 3-inch number 2. The only difference, I changed the choke to a Carlson Cremator. This is their long range. Let's see what it patterns like. I can tell from here it patterned pretty darn good. It patterned pretty good. I think I like the Pattern Master better just because you can tell right here the little gaps. I don't think a duck's gonna be able to fly through that. There is more gaps though, I think, than the Pattern Master.
Dead duck on either one, but yeah, I think the Pattern Master was a little more evenly patterned throughout there. And keep in mind, guys, these are only 20-inch circles. So I mean, that's not a very big area. I mean, you can think you can fit a mallard duck in there, but a whole goose won't fit in there. So you're saying this is a dead goose every time.
Yeah, I agree. I want a little more uniformity. So I think I'm gonna stick with the Pattern Master, but we'll shoot some 40 yard. We'll see what it does at 40. All right, we got Federal Premium Black Cloud 3-inch number 2, Pattern Master Code Black duck, 40 yards. Let's see how she does. Not gonna lie, it's kind of spaced out. I mean, we got some spots here, here, here. I don't think a duck's gonna fly through it. I know a goose isn't. A duck might be able to slip away.
I think it's dead duck.
I think it's a dead duck. I'm kind of disappointed though. I'm a big Pattern Master guy, just because I've killed a lot of birds with it. A lot of 40 yard, 50 yard birds even. And the 30 yard really impressed me, which I'm not concerned with the 40 yard being like that, because we like to get them feet down, we like to get them in the spread, we like to kill them close. So I'm not trying to take a 40 yard shot all the time. If I have to, If we shoot into them and there's a 40-yard bird flying away, hey, I'll kill that bird. But I don't know. I think it'll do all right. I think it'll do good. Federal Premium Black Cloud 3-inch number 2 shot, Carlson Cremator extended range. See what it does at 40 yards. Honestly, it isn't that bad.
It's not that bad.
It is 2-shot, so it's not gonna pattern like 4-shot would. It's gonna hit a lot harder, that's for sure. I mean, we got some gap. I mean, our main target was here, and we got a big gap here and a big gap here. We only got 1, 2, 3, 4. We only got a few pellets in the target center, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, a bird isn't that big. I understand that. So it will probably kill a duck and a goose at 40 yards. It's just, I'm gonna have to compare Pattern Master and the Cremator side by side, take it up to the truck, kind of do a little comparison, and I'm gonna decide which one I'm gonna be shooting this year, so we'll figure it out.
All right, I'm sure this is the moment a lot of y'all been waiting for. This is the Boss 3.5 duplex load, 30 yards out of the Stoeger 3020 Carlson's mid-range Cremator choke. Let's see what it does. That thing is a hammer. Oh my. Oh, that's a 30-yard performer for sure.
Holy crap.
That's the Boss shot shell difference. I believe in it now. Look at that pattern, man. That's 30 yards, 3.5 duplex load. That's a mid-range choke. That's a pretty good pattern right there. I'm impressed with that.
For a 20 gauge?
I'm very impressed.
Oh yeah.
Very impressed. I like it. I think Boss is gonna definitely help me bag some birds this year, for sure. Just for a comparison, I'm gonna try Federal 7/8 ounce number 2 steel shot 3-inch out of the same gun, same choke. Stoeger 3020 mid-range choke, 30 yards. Let's see what it does. Tell a difference. I'm gonna be real with you though. This thing just likes to throw a pattern pretty decent. I'm not undergunned with that at all. Oh my God.
Honestly,
this 20 gauge is a beast.
Honestly, there's, I mean, yes, Boss did pattern better.
But this 20 gauge throws a mean pattern. Carlson's Cremator in a 20 gauge. So far, it's been a heck of a choke. I've killed a lot of birds with it, and I mean, you can see even with the 2-shot, that thing's throwing a nasty pattern at 30 yards. So why don't we try and switch the chokes? We'll throw in the long range, and we'll see how the Boss performs with the long range choke. All right, guys. So now we're going to shoot the Boss 3.5 duplex load out of the Stoeger 3020 with the Carlson's Cremator long range choke, 30 yards. Let's see how this compares. This 20 gauge just loves to throw a pattern, I think. Good gravy. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm going to be undergunned this year with the 20 gauge. I really don't. Look at that pattern, dude. That's 30 yards long range choke. I don't even know if I could choose between the long range and the mid range. Like, dude, this is insane. Boss Shot Shells is truly doing something special. And I just want to let you know, we are in no way affiliated or sponsored by Boss. It'd be cool if we were, because so far I love their shells. And if they kill birds like they say they do, oh, I'm going to be a Boss customer for life. Carlson's Cremator, Boss Shot Shells, can't beat it. Even the Federal, the cheap Federal steel pattern out of this. What do you say we try the long range choke with the cheap steel, and maybe we step it back to 40? All right, guys, now we're step back to 40 yards. This is the cheaper Federal #2 steel shot, Stoker 3020, Carlson's long range cremator. Let's see what it does. I think it still might be impressive. Looks like it definitely opened up some though. Yeah. Between me pulling that shot kind of high and it opening up, it's not a 40-yard load, not with this choke anyway. I'm not going to shoot this at a duck or a goose at 40 yards. It's got too much open space in here. I wouldn't shoot this at 40 yards out of this choke. It would maybe be a different story with the mid-range just because it's such a big shot size in 20 gauge. But this is why we pattern, guys, so we know. I don't think this is ethical. At 40 yards, I don't think it's ethical to shoot at a duck or a goose with. And I know that we put in all this work, time, and money to go out here and waterfowl. We owe it to these ducks and geese to kill them cleanly when we can. Be humane about it. It's just good. And it'll equal out to more ducks and geese for everybody. The less they get crippled, fly off, and die somewhere else where we don't get to harvest them and eat that meat for nourishment. I mean, you know, it's a no-brainer. This is why we pattern. All right, guys. So now we're going to try the Boss 3.5 duplex load in the Stoker 3020 Carlson's long-range cremator choke. Let's make sure she's tight because a loose choke can definitely mess your pattern up. So let's give it a try. See what she did.
Really?
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure what the deal is. I don't know if it's the choke or what. What we're going to do is we're going to go back up here, reset, and we're going to try the same thing at 40 yards with the mid-range choke. It might just like the mid-range choke better, so let's find out. All right, so we're going to try the Boss 3.5 duplex 3-inch 20 gauge out of the Stoker 3020 40 yards with the Carlson's mid-range cremator. Let's see what it is. Not amazing, but much better. This thing just shoots high. I don't know why it's shooting high now.
It looks a lot better.
Yeah. It must have been shooting, like, I don't know why stepping back like that made it shoot high. But yeah, no, I mean, definitely it's a lot better. I think some of this is shooter error. I think that, you know, the gun, it seems like the most of the patterns up here. And so maybe this isn't a very good, accurate representation. This might be something we revisit in, you know, a couple weeks or something like that. But so far, I mean, this will tell you the Boss is still holding a pattern. So, you know, I'd definitely shoot at a goose with that. I'd shoot at a goose.
I'd shoot at a duck with it too.
I'd probably shoot at a duck. I mean, it's not a bad pattern. I'm not mad at it. It does have some gaps in it. It's got some pretty decent sized holes in it. But I mean, dude, you can see the pellets. I mean, they're hitting the area. So.
And the thing about it is, it's bismuth. So I mean, you hit them with 3 pellets, it's gonna hit them hard.
But my thing is, like I said, dude, I want to kill the birds. I want them stoned. So I'm not gonna try and take 40-yard shots. If a bird's getting out, yeah, I'm gonna fling one at him. But hey, if we got them sitting on the water at 20 yards, you seen what it did at 30? Those are dead ducks for sure. Okay, guys, we're gonna try the Boss 3.5 duplex load at 40 yards one more time, because I think I had some user error and I think I shot a little too high, and that's why we didn't get a very good pattern. So we're going to try the Boss 3.5 duplex, Stoeger 30-20, Carlson's long range cremator choke, 40 yards. Let's try it. Whole different story. Oh yeah, user error. Whole different story. Whole different story.
Oh yeah.
That dude, Boss Carlson's long range, 40 yards, hammer. That's a hammer. I shoot ducks and geese with that all day. That's a hammer, guys.
Absolutely.
We'll use error. That comes to tell you, hey, sometimes you got to throw a couple extra shells. And I know Boss shells aren't cheap, but we owe it to the ducks, guys. And that's why I had to revisit it. I've shot almost a whole box of Boss today, just making sure, checking my patterns at different yardages with different chokes, just so I know. I want to be as effective as I can. I want to know, hey, is 40 too far with Boss? I don't think so. So, and it might even have a little more left in the tank, but I'm extremely happy and proud of this pattern right here. I am stoked about this. And I can't wait to see this stuff perform on the actual ducks and geese. So I'm liking it.
Alright, just for kicks and giggles, we're going to shoot the Boss 410 7-shot of the old TriStar pump. Got a modified choke. I'm going to shoot it at 40 yards. I just want to see what a pattern does at 40 yards. So let's kind of see what it does. Not real hopeful, but I hope it surprises me. If I had a tighter choke, I would I would like that, because it's pretty evenly spaced. I mean, that's a 410 at 40 yards, guys.
Dude, out of my full choke, that might be a killer.
Yeah, I mean, I might throw in a full choke real quick. Throw in a full choke, shoot it at 40 one more time, because it's pretty uniformed around that 20-inch circle. So let me throw in a full choke. We'll see you. One second. We'll be right back. All right, guys. We got the Boss 410 3-inch 7-shot. We screwed in the turkey choke. I'm pretty impressed with the modified. I mean, it might even be less modified. I haven't mic'd it. I don't know what really it is. It came with the gun. It did pretty good at 40 yards. So we're gonna try 40 yards with the turkey choke. Let's see what this thing does. Right now, that hit it hard. I mean, I seen wood fly out of the back. For a 410, I am A-okay with shooting a duck at 40 yards with that.
Jeez.
I mean, it's a 410. It's not gonna pattern like a 20 or even a 12, but there's enough uniformity throughout that shot that I'm pretty sure it's gonna take down just about any bird you want it to.
I mean, that's a heck of a pattern.
I mean, I'm not gonna shoot a big honker at 40 yards.
Not with 7-shot.
No, but you better believe I'm gonna shoot one in the head at 20 yards with that.
Dude, so I think we proved that the 410, 3-inch 410 is a 35 possibly 40-yard gun with Boss Shot.
I agree. Like we said, we're not sponsored by Boss. We're not sponsored by anybody. We just want to be truthful to you all. We want to let you all know what's best, because like we said, you spend a lot of money, spend a lot of time. I know I do. I spend most of my money on waterfowl. Like, I want to make sure that I kill the birds. When it's go time, I want to make sure that we get the job done. And I think Boss will allow that. I really do. Alright guys, we're going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this really helped you all out. I hope it helped you understand that patterning your shotgun is really important. Different shot, different chokes, even different guns for different ammo and stuff. There's all kinds of variables. Just get out to your local range and kind of see what your shotgun does.
Yeah, you owe it to the animals. You owe it to the animals, man. We spend too much time, money, and effort to not pattern our shotguns. And like we said throughout this video time and time again, we're not affiliated with Boss. Boss didn't send us those shells. We used our hard-earned money to buy those shells. But I'm telling you, I hope that this test showed you that Boss Bismuth is doing something that's going to drastically change the way we know waterfowl hunting. It is incredible. What that did you see the pattern that 410 threw at 40 yards? That's insane. That is insane.
We're going to be shooting wood ducks and teal with that 410. We might be able to get steel to do it, that pattern. But it's not going to have the knockdown that
the
bismuth.
Kinetic energy.
Absolutely.
That's the big difference, kinetic energy. That bismuth is heavier than steel. Not as heavy as lead, but heavier than steel. And so, you know, it's a huge jump up. And it's drastically cheaper than the TSS or Tungsten Super Shot. But, you know, I'm just saying, guys, like, I hope this video showed y'all. We got a lot of cool stuff lined up for this season. So I hope that you all subscribe and you come back and join us, because Recoil Waterfowl is going to be doing some big things this year. Absolutely. I promise you that. I promise.
Yep. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you love the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, we're Recoil Waterfowl. See ya.